So let's move on to our fourth tip, which is giving yourself a time frame.
A lot of people say, I can't start right now because I don't have my website up, or like I'm not really sure yet about my pricing, so I don't want to get started, or I haven't really picked exactly who I want to target. And the best advice I can give really is just to get started. Like you're not really going to learn everything you need to know about how to make your business a success until you actually start talking to people about it. And you can, do your research and you can sit online and you can look and see what everyone else is doing. But until you start talking to people, I don't think you really know what they need and what they're looking for and how you can help them. And so the thing I always say to people is just start now. Like even if, you just want to get on Twitter and start talking about what it is you're thinking about selling and see what kind of reaction you get. Just do something. And what I usually recommend people do is have what I call a portfolio building stage. This is what photographers often do. So they'll look at where their business needs to be as far as pricing packages and kinds of prints and stuff they're going to offer. But they realize they're not quite there yet. They've got learning to do. They've got to build their portfolio. They've got to find customers and work with them and, test out their systems. And so what we often do in photography is have a portfolio building stage. So we'll allow ourselves, a set amount of time, and we'll have goals of what we want to put into our portfolio, and we'll find people who want to work with us and offer them a really excellent deal on doing that. And then we get excellent feedback, and we can grow testimonials, and we can figure out our systems and figure out what sucks, what we need to fix, what we hate doing and we don't want to do anymore. And it's great because it's a way to sort of get started without underpricing yourself and undervaluing yourself and sort of ruining the brand that you want to create right on the get-go. So I always suggest to people, is there a way that you can incorporate that into your business plan? So get started right now and then allow yourselves 3 months or 6 months or 1 month if you're really, on a mission to get this going, and say, this is my portfolio building stage for this period of time. I'm going to, offer these discounts or these deals or bonuses, or I'm going to work with anybody who asks, or whatever it is, and just take it as a learning stage, realizing that you can fix things as you go, and that what you're, anything that you do for your business right now is not a tattoo. It doesn't last forever, and you can fix it, you can change it, and you can make it work better once you learn better. And you're only going to do that by starting now. Get started.
Great. I really like these tips for this part with giving yourself a time frame. It's something that I often find trouble with, trying to, really good at thinking of ideas, but then not actioning them. Like
Yeah,
always planning on the head, but then actually getting something out on the page and getting something started
yeah,
can be often quite difficult.
it's
And
hard.
that's kind of the story of this podcast. I was thinking about it for ages, and then all of a sudden I thought, well, maybe I should just get get it started
Just
and
get it started. Yeah,
and sort of learn as you go, because there's something
absolutely.
like it's much better to have something out there than it is to have, wait for like 6 months or a year or never, and to get something perfect before you release it,
That's
I
right.
find.
And the thing is, if you're at all like me, like you want everything to be just perfect before you put it out there. And I think a lot of business owners are that way. Like we're really hard on ourselves because we're, kind of on our own. Like we don't have employees or bosses to lift us up and push us along. And so it's easy to sort of get stuck in that stage of saying, oh, it's not quite ready yet. It's not quite perfect yet. But yeah, I think you have to just put it out there, and you'll probably look back, in a couple of years and think, oh my God, I learned so much since then. It's kind of embarrassing what I did back then, but that's what leads you to where you're going to be next, and yeah, I was thinking the same thing a little while ago, and Seth Godin had a great post about, your business, what you do for your business. It's not a tattoo. It's not permanent. It doesn't last forever. You can fix it. You can change it. You can adjust it. Do whatever you got to do. And ever since I heard that, I thought, you know what? That's right. It's not a tattoo. I'm just going to put it out there, and that's okay. And because I'm my own boss, I just give myself permission to do that.
Great, yeah, I really like that tattoo analogy.
Yeah.
It just sort of
You'll be
works in
thinking that
perfectly.
now. You'll be thinking it now. You'll be thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And then you'll hear my voice say, it's not a tattoo, Nick. Just do it.
Perfect.